Welcome to the club. You're in as assistant manager with your very good friend Stuarty. Just firstly, I mean, was it an easy decision to make? Obviously, a brilliant playing career. Just retired, having spent the last few seasons with Anna. But coming down and taking your first role along with Stuarty, was that sort of a big part of the move?
It was, surely, yeah. Stuart was a massive part of it, yeah. So I'm really looking forward to it, yeah. So it's come around now for a wee while now, to be honest. When Stuart first approached me, I thought, yeah, really exciting. Obviously, the project is here. Yeah, really looking forward to it, yeah.
In terms of the club, I mean, you've been about the league and the Northern Ireland Football League for a number of years. You know this club. You've played down here before. You've played against us away from home. When you look at sort of where we are at the moment, obviously very disappointing relegation to the PAL, but there seems to be a good buzz about it now with Stuarty coming in. What are the hopes now for next season?
Well, it's really getting everybody together again, kicking it on. I mean, obviously, as you say, I've been down here loads of times, played against the club, and you know how big it is, the fan base and stuff like that. I've took plenty of abuse down here as well over the years, but yeah, it's been brilliant, and really looking forward to getting everybody together. And what me and Stuart will do is we get everybody together and really try and push on the club together in that way. Yeah.
Was it we touched on, obviously, Stuarty's a good mate, and you work well together. You know each other very well. But in terms of the size of the club, I suppose, I mean, it's a good first assistant manager role for yourself.
Yeah, no, that was a massive part of it. I mean, obviously speaking to Stuart about it, and obviously, as I keep saying there, Stuart was a big part of it, but the size of the club here was a massive part of it as well, you know what I mean, and a big opportunity for me personally. You know what I mean, obviously my full-time job is coaching, you know what I mean, that type of way, so that part of it shouldn't be an issue. It's just obviously the other side of it, stepping away from the game, from being a player into the assistant manager role now, but something I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully something that we believe that we will be successful, you know what I mean, and that's getting everybody together again. Pre-season will be starting very soon, and just a really exciting project, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to come around. It feels like that the season's just ended. Obviously, there'll be a lot of probably comings and goings in terms of playing personnel. I know Stuarty's working hard behind the scenes. We already have Thomas Lockhart in, who's a real fan favourite down here. How sort of exciting is that? Aside from the role you're going to be doing, but there's going to be probably a host of new faces, that are coming in that are going to be wearing that Newry shirt for the first time. It's important to sort of stress on them how important it is to try and get back up to at least the championship as soon as humanly possible. Yeah,
that's of course I think ultimately that'll be the goal. It has to be, really. You know what I mean? I think, but you've looked on the outside this league and what this league is going to be this year. You know what I mean? How competitive it's going to be. The amount of teams will all be sitting at the same situation when turning for pre-season. Their goal will be to go up, so it'll just not be as easy just turning up every week. You know what I mean? And obviously, the size of the club down here could potentially be a cup final for every other team, and you've probably had that before down here, you know what I mean? So it's going to be more the case this season, but just getting everybody together, really, just keep saying it, togetherness is going to be a big thing. It's a big thing that me and him support. It's a big thing that we always, try and drive on, and I've done it my whole playing career, he's done it his whole playing career, so togetherness is going to be a big thing down here, yeah, so...
And just finally, you touched on maybe having got a little bit of stick down here from supporters, but I think probably most opposition players have. But you touched and used that word togetherness, and the fans play a huge part in that. Might be relatively small numbers compared to some of the real big clubs in Northern Ireland, but certainly a really loyal bunch. How important are they going to be? If you had a message for them, coming into say pre-season and obviously for the start of next season, what would it be?
Oh, they're going to be massive for us. They really are. They're going to be massive for us. As you say, playing against them, I remember games even at Barana the last couple of years, or competing for leagues together and stuff like that, and even the opposition player, I'm going, I wish I had a wee bit of that, to be honest with you, so they're going to be massive, and it's going to be exciting times, so as you said there, there's going to be new faces, so there's going to be a lot of things to get here for, and a lot of things to come down to come see, have a look at us and see what we're going to be, and we can trust you, there's nobody going to work harder than me and Stuart, I can tell you that, to make it turn around here, and let's do it together, let's go.